Hi and welcome back to this channel. If you're seeing my face for the very first time, it means you're visiting. Welcome and kindly remember to subscribe and just like and comment below. If you're returning, I'm very glad to have you back and I take none of you for granted. Thank you so much for subscribing and just coming back always to watch contents in this channel. So today I'm not in my kitchen like usual. Usually I do videos on hauls and recipes, and that means that most of the time my videos are in my kitchen. But today I'm away from the kitchen. So I had to pause a bit because, as I've always told you in many of my previous videos, I'm on a flight path. And so planes keep passing and at times it is too interruptive. It interrupts the video, and so I have to pause and continue later. So we go on, my people. So the reason why I'm doing this video today, my son is coming back for half term. And I know that it resonates with many households in Kenya. Our children are having a half-term break. So I've never told you, I don't know whether I've been clear about it. I'm a mother of 3 sons, and 2 of them are young adults. My firstborn and my secondborn, just from their teen to young adulthood. And so they are still being nurtured. And I also have a 14-year-old who recently joined Form 1 on 6th of February. So he's coming back for his very first term break. And I was thinking, how do I make this period memorable and as much as make us bond as a family? What I've not told you is that my firstborn is also coming back for half term. So what I'm going to do during this period, I really had to sit down and think through what can we do together as a family to just make us bond. So we are planning on a trip, a family vacation trip later in the year, God willing, if everything remains constant. And so I want to involve them as much during this break for us to plan, to just see how do we put our finances together, how do we go about booking, and how do we all avail ourselves for that vacation. That will be one of the activities that we will do. So we will have a plan. I think we'll have a book where we will write down our plan and then just have them contribute. And you see, for the young adults, they like such things when you involve them. Not just young adults, depending on the age of the children, your children, involve them in the decisions you make as a family. It helps them so much and they feel involved, and it will bond you so much. So during this weekend also, because they will be here, this is 16th until 20th when the teen is going back to school. His name is Michael. Okay, when he will be going back to school, then I am thinking the weekend is quite long. The rains are now here with us. It started raining yesterday night and it has been raining. The weather is dull, but I'm not complaining. We thank God. It has not been raining. It has been quite dry, and it was becoming too much for us to bear, and we thank God that the rains are here with us now. So I was thinking of going hiking, but this one will depend on the weather. If it will be possible, for sure I will try and do a vlog of what we will be doing, what I'm just sharing with you. Then it will be maybe in our next video. So I'm planning for a hike. If it is not possible, we also love going for game drives. The national park is not far from where we live, and we really enjoy that, and it's normally a bonding time for us. So we can also do that activity probably Sunday or Saturday when everybody will be available. Remember, it is a working period for some of us. The dad will be working, but I'll be available at home. I'm taking a break to just be with them. Remember, we have to do intentional parenting right now. The world is not so safe for our children, so we have to be so intentional in what we are doing. So I'm also planning to do a barbecue with them. Just a barbecue, a simple one. I don't have that big machine. I don't know whether to call it a machine. I don't know how to refer to it. That proper barbecue thing, I'm planning to buy it, but we can do a simple barbecue using our jiko, which I will show you, with our charcoal stove, if you don't know what jiko means. And then I'm also planning to encourage my son, my teenage son. He loves playing a flute. So I want to encourage him to perfect a tune. Sorry for that. It seems I'm catching a cold because of the sudden change of weather, but I'll not complain. The cold, let it come. Remember, there's a video I did on drink which helps with the cold. So yeah, I'm prepared. I'll do that to just fight it. So I'll encourage him to play a flute, a tune, so that he's able to present to us as a family. And I hope the brothers will also encourage him. There's one of my sons who draws. He does pencil drawing. In fact, he's drawing me currently. I hope he's through. If he's through, I'll insert it in my next vlog. So look forward to that vlog because it will contain so much of the activities that we will be doing. And I really look forward. You know, when we are together, when families stay together, there is peace and harmony. So we look forward. So I'll encourage him to also do drawing. I'll look for an activity for my second son. I've never realized what he loves doing, but I'll just study slowly and realize what he will love doing, and so encourage him to do something that I'll also insert here. So if you have younger kids, during this time you can also consider playing games with them, even hide and seek in the house. I remember we used to play hide and seek when they were younger, and this could really bond us, make us bond and just have time for each other. The other thing we are trying to build is a family website, and so I'll encourage us to just start it off, build that website from scratch, and just try and develop it for our family. We call ourselves the Patriots of Kuloba. And so we'll build a website and just see what to do with it, because mine are older. If yours are younger, you can also look for some other activities. For example, you can visit a museum together. We are also doing a health challenge together, just monitoring the number of calories we eat in a day. And so I look forward to that. So far, I've not been so faithful in logging in the foods that I eat, but for these 4 days, I'll be careful. And then going forward for maybe 30 days, we see how faithful it will be. I will also want us to be intentional on a challenge or maybe exercise. I know my firstborn is really doing exercises. I had also started walking, but between this March, I've had interruptions. I had some health challenges here and there, not really health challenges. I had a teeth extracted. I'm still recuperating from that. And I also had just issues here and there which are not so major, but which made me slow down on my walking goals. So we will get back to that. And so we continue and see how it will go. So up to this point, I hope this video is helpful to just give you ideas. So you can always think of things that you can do together with your children to just enhance that bond so that you learn them and they learn you. You know who is good at doing what. For example, these bonding sessions have made me know that my firstborn is very good at preparing chapatis. My secondborn has perfected rolling. My thirdborn can do it from scratch himself. He can knead the dough. He will prepare the chapatis and just serve you. So, and my firstborn is also good at preparing Irish potatoes. My secondborn, if he cooks rice for you, it will be very sweet. So with this kind of involvement, just involving them here and there, you get to know the strengths of your children. So if you have children, kindly consider doing something together with them. And during this half-term period, or when they are in holidays in other parts of the world, consider having activities that will enable you to engage together. So I'm at a different spot, just continuing with our video. I'm holding my iPad. That's why my face is quite big here, as you can see. Okay, so let's continue without taking much of your time. So I'm just thinking of ways to improve our knowledge of our children and just bonding with them. For example, if you have younger children, say the age of 7 to 10 years, you can consider doing maybe preparing meals with them. Just involve their little hands. I remember I used to have an apron. I'm thinking through. It is not something that I've written down. So an apron which was used, it was written Mommy's Little Helper. And my little one would always don it and just help me to wash dishes, clear the counters, and just wipe with his little hands. I still remember vividly. So you can always do that. You can also consider involving them in meal planning. Remember, these meals, they are the ones who are taking. It's not like in my home where they are most of them are in boarding. I only stay around with my secondborn, who is in college now. My firstborn is in college, in med school, away from home. And so we are always with my secondborn. So it is of importance that you involve your children even in meal planning, so that when they fail to eat the meal, because I know some of them struggle with their appetite, so when they fail to eat, you remind them, remember, Dad, remember we made this meal plan together, so we have to enjoy what we planned together. So that will help you. So these are just ideas to help us to create bonding sessions and bonding times. It is very hard to get bonding times, especially with this fast life. But as I said earlier on, and I'll continue saying, we have to be intentional. Just be intentional in creating the times that you spend with your children. These times will come back to us, and if they were beautiful, remember they will come back beautifully. And I also want to encourage our daddies, kindly remember to have intentional times when you sit down with your sons. Just talk through issues, not just watching. Maybe in my house they watch a lot of football together, but I'm praying that going forward they will have time when they can sit down and just talk about manhood challenges and just have a session to nurture them. So yeah, so I hope this video is quite helpful. If it is a helpful video, remember to give it a thumbs up. Just like the video and comment something good. Sorry for the lighting. I didn't get a proper spot. during the day it is quite hard to get a proper spot to just do the video, but the content, I hope it is helpful. So until the next video, bye for now.